Right, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is my February greenhouse update. It is currently like March the 10th or 11th, but it doesn't really matter. Nothing's changed enough for it to really matter. But I think I'm going to cut down all my Saracenous today because a lot of them are starting to flower, well, starting to send up their flowers. So I'm going to cut them down so that there's a lot of space for new growth, and they can just be nice and clean, ready for the new year, for the new growing year. And then I'll give you a quick tour of everything. I don't know that I've got anything new to show, but I can't remember because I got a new Sarracenia lidless, but I don't know if I showed that in my last video or not. So yeah, I'll give you guys a tour, and I've also I'm going to include in this video what I've got in my propagator upstairs, which is just a lot of carnivorous, well, it's all carnivorous. Starting Saracenous from seed and Drosera from seed, and then what else is there? Oh, there's a few pings, not from seed, but the pings are in there too. So I'll show that as well at the end, or like maybe I'll cut in the middle and show you that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for watching. Right, so here's just a quick overview of the most of the Saracenias before I go through and cut them down. Yeah, you can see here, like, we've got some flowers coming up and they're growing really quickly. This is the Laughing Wizard. We've got this is my new lidless, and it's got a flower coming up. I'm gonna leave these leaves on for now, just because it's I only potted that plant up a couple, maybe like, what was it, like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I want to leave the leaves on just to let it kind of put all that nutrients into the new growth. What else have we got? The new growth of the roots, sorry, like the establishment of the roots. We've got a lot of flowers coming up. So on my Eva, got a flower coming up down there. I've got a flower coming up on my Flava Maxima, a flower coming up on the Bronze Blush. What else do we have? We've got loads of flowers. My Elizabeth somehow isn't showing any signs of flowers yet, but I do think there will be flowers on that. What else? We got a flower on this unknown cultivar here. There was so many when I was looking the other day, and I just can't see them right now. What was a big fly over there? Right, and then this side I've got some flowers. This is another Flava Maxima, but it's a different clone. Yeah, different to the other one I've got. Don't ask me the details, but there's actually 2 flowers coming up on this one, which is really cool. And I did divide it, like I separated it slightly so that they're in a bigger, so they've got a bit more growing space. And then all of my Saracenous seedlings are all looking really good. I don't think there's any new growth as of yet. Oh, there is on this little guy. See the little tiny new growth in the middle. Oh, and on that one too. Yeah, because they're finally starting to get a bit of sunshine in the garden, like on the greenhouse, and a little new growth there. So they're finally like actually putting on some new growth. And they're going to colour up lovely. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they look like this year, because like that one is so vibrant red, and that one's quite red as well. But it's just so cool. They're all gonna be so different. Over the back here, we've just got a load of mix and match. Like, these are all Drosera binata dictomas. The ones up the end are a bit dry because my water tray is like slanted, so when I water it, it doesn't go up that end. So, but I've got so many that I've just divided, and they're starting to show some small signs of growth. Oh, here we go, that's a better example. That's so pretty. But these are so cool, and they divide so well because they just spread by their roots, and you can take root cuttings and they grow. What is this one? Oh, red piranha. My red piranha looks a bit crap, but it's because I actually repotted it, but it looks really bad. Ignore that. My Schnell's Ghost is being overrun by a moss. But these haven't shown, there's no new growth on these. Some seed-grown Saracenias, a couple of dying pings. They were like rescues, but I kind of just gave up on them and just left them to their own devices. And then these 2 are just Drosera capensis. These ones had self-seeded into the red piranha, and that's why I divided it all. Right, I've got here my, oh, there's a bit of paper blowing around in the garden. My Aloe arborescens, the variegated form, is still doing good, and I have not watered it. Look how cute that hedgehog is. My sister got me that. I haven't watered it like over the whole winter, and it seems to have enjoyed that. Luckily we've had a pretty mild winter, so it's been really good on the aloes. And then down here I've got my this is like my first carnivorous plant I ever owned, and it's still doing fine. Controversial being in a terracotta pot, but look at the little fern growing out the bottom of the pot as well. But I leave this out here in winter every year, and it gets down to maybe -2 at a push, and it comes back perfectly. So yeah, they're really, everything's doing pretty good. Just got a load of random bits in the top one. These are all just mix and match. Anything to look at? Nothing of interest really. The Flytraps aren't yet waking up from dormancy. They're all still looking very much, well, I mean, these ones never really went that dormant, but they're not putting out any new growth yet, but they're looking very healthy. Oh yeah, I did get a new one. So I've actually got an alien now as well. This was a birthday present from Megan, my friend, and it's looking really good. And I'm really looking forward to that growing. Oh, wait, there was another one. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, I've got the Southwest Giant here. This was also from Megan. And there was one more. Oh, the Flaming Lips. This one, which looks like it's had a little bit of a... but that's new as well. So yeah, I've got 3 new Flytraps, which I'm super excited about growing, especially the alien. I think that's going to be so cool. And we've got all of my Drosera, these are the Filiformis. These are all doing well, and they're really starting to open up a little bit. You can just see, where is the, you can just see, I don't know how well you can see, they're just starting to get their first little bits of dew. But yeah, they're looking so healthy. So yeah, I'm gonna, and my lovely Paprika venosa. There's a big fly in here. It's like, oh, look at that one. That still looks really pretty. That is the Pseudo Judy cross Leucophila. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut everything back now because, I mean, I don't feel the need to do it, but everyone else does it, so I'm gonna do it. Let me quickly just see if there's anything else to look at. Oh, here we go. Right, so this, you see all those little baby Droseras growing down there. This is how it, like, this is why a lot of people don't collect Droseras, because they self-seed everywhere. And in there you can see them all self-seeding. But I kind of like that. I like to have random bits come up because it's just free plants. Yeah, so here's some of my Drosera Aloe giant forms. They never did get very giant. These are now like 2 years old and they've just stayed so tiny. Oh, let me quickly show my, so this is my Cephalotus follicularis, and the reason I wanted to quickly show it was because this is my like original Drosera Aloe giant form, and that is as big as it's ever got. And it was like the first packet of seeds I bought, and only 1 seed germinated, and that is the original one. I mean, he's divided into 2, but we're still counting him as the original collectively. But I leave my Cephalotus out here all winter. I do not protect it. The only thing I do is kind of keep it on the drier side. And I think that is the reason that it survives so well, because a lot of people do struggle keeping these, I believe. But mine has just grown so amazing. And if you go back on my channel, you can see the first, well, when I first bought it, it had only 1 tiny trap, like smaller than that one. And it was in this pot, and I've not replanted it ever since I've had it, and I've had it for 3 or 4 years now, and it's like just such a nice specimen, and it's always doing so good. And this flowered last year. I'll try and insert a picture. And I sent some of the seeds to other people, and they've successfully germinated the seeds, which is really cool, because I think these are self-fertile as far as I can remember. So hopefully this year it flowers again, because you don't really see it that often that people get them flowering, so that was really cool. Yeah. Oh, I think I showed this one as well, but this is my new Flytraps Lippy, which is, I'm pretty sure I did show that in the last video as well. But okay, I'm gonna do a quick time lapse and cut all these down. I'm gonna leave the pretty ones and obviously leave the flowers. But yeah, oh, a quick look at my little cacti collection that's out here. The aloe is like, he's got roots coming out and growth coming out, and so I've just laid him on there just to see if he's going to do anything. Because I do actually have, I mean, I've got a lot of mess on the floor, but I've got an aloe down here that's in the pile, and he's doing really well. He's growing so much, but I'm not going to start watering that until it does get a little bit warmer. And then over here I've got my aloe arborescens, which really struggled last year in the frost, but this year I think it's going to come back nicely, and I'll start watering it, and I'll obviously look after it a bit better as the weather warms up. But yeah, I'm going to do the time lapse and cut all these. Right, so I've just cut back everything. I've left a few of the, a couple of traps and some of the winter leaves, just because I didn't feel the need to like cut all of them off. Some of these like didn't have any signs of new growth, so I thought I'd just leave them. But yeah, it's looking a lot tidier, and there's a huge pile of leaves on the floor now, or traps and tubes and all that. But yeah. Right, so starting from this side, I've got some of my Flytrap crosses. This is just a B52 cross B52, and when did I sow these? Oh, in 2022, that's helpful. So I'm not sure how long they've been in there, maybe like a month and a half. And then I've got some Drosera. These are the Aloe giant forms. I've got some pygmy sundews up here, which are all getting a little bit etiolated, trying to reach towards the light. But they do get a lot of direct sun, so it is a bit weird. But I think this one's Scorpioides, or yeah, Scorpioides. And then we've got some Rosanna, and the Rosanna are really stretching as well, because these are usually quite short and just compact. This is a Drosera Bomanii. It's the Humpty Doo variety. I got this on Facebook. I bought this off someone, and he kindly sent me like 6 plants, and I only paid £5, which is really good, because the Bomanii seem to be pretty hard to come by. And they're looking really nice. They do colour up. They will get a lot redder, but right now they're looking pretty good. Next to it, I've got a Drosera Capensis alba, and then you can see just around the base there's some seedling albas. Next to that, we've got some Saracenous seedlings. This is the Bronze Blush. Oh, I sowed those on January the 18th. And you can just see they're starting to get the first little picture, and you can see it's already pretty bronze. I've got a few pings down the side. I don't have the labels for those. I think I'm not even going to try and guess which varieties they are, but I think there's 2 different varieties there. I just can't recall which is which. And then we've got some more. Oh yeah, that's more Saracenous seedlings, but only one's germinated, I think, which is there. I can't. Yeah, no more. This is Drosera spatulata. And you can just about see the started to germinate in there. Oh, my Drosera Aloe. This was in the greenhouse through the winter, and it was obviously, I think this is a tropical sundew, so they don't survive in the winter very well. So I brought it in, like it was, yeah, probably January again, and it's just absolutely exploded, and it's looking so good, and the dew is just crazy. There's a better angle there. But it's so pretty, and in the sun, like when I keep it out in the greenhouse, it gets really red as well, which is beautiful. And then we've got a couple of Drosera seeds. This is Drosera admirabilis, and sorry, this one, and there's just I can just see there's some starting to come up, which I'm really excited about. What else have we got? Drosera Hercules. So that's like a giant, like a Capensis. I think it's a cultivar of Capensis, and then it just gets really big, basically. But it's really cool, and they're coming up. There's quite a few of them coming up. You can just see there. So that's really exciting. What else have we got coming up? What cross is this? Oh, Ake Ryu cross. So they should, fingers crossed, come out a bit red. But with Flytrap seeds crosses, they don't come true to the parents. They come up all sorts of colours and sorts. Green Wizard, there's a couple coming up there. And that's just what I've got in my propagator at the moment. I do keep the lid on, I've just taken it off for this. Yeah, so that was a quick look over the greenhouse in February/March. I'll do another March one at the end of March. But it's all looking pretty good. Like, it's looking promising, everything's grown. Nothing so far has rotted off this winter, because a couple of winters ago I had quite a few bits rot off. But no, it's all looking really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.